Hey guys, another video for you today. This is going to be a little different. We're going to be talking about a couple of things you should watch out when you're buying a new or used vehicle. I've bought in about 5 cars in my whole life on my own, and I've learned a lot, had a couple of mistakes. Every time I got another one, it just got better and better. So I want to share with you exactly what I've been through and how you can avoid certain situations. Before we get started, yes, I still do have the car. Let me show you. First things first, the dealership is out there to make money. Let's be realistic. They're not here to be your friends. And at the end of the day, they're just trying to make themselves money. So, first things first, too. You want to check your credit beforehand and know what you're worth, See what your score is. There's a couple places you can go find that out. I went to Credit Karma, and my actual credit union bank offered a free credit score. I know what you guys are saying. These aren't really up to date. Yeah, maybe about 2 or 3 months behind, but at least you know kind of the ballpark of where you're at. Unless you've done something drastic, you had something repoed, or you lost your house, or bankruptcy, whatever the case may be. Check your credit score before you go to any dealership, just to see what you're worth. Next thing you want to do, call some banks. Call your local bank what you would get approved for and how much money you would get approved for your vehicle that you're looking for. Next thing I want to talk about is banks. It really depends on how you want to do this. You can either finance the vehicle through your bank or through the dealership. My recommendation, this is off of personal experience, you want to make sure you have a bank by your side. And what I mean by that is, call a bank to see if you can get a pre-approval for the loan amount that you're looking for, and see if you can get the best rate as far as like interest rate or APR. You want to do this because you want to have some ammunition when you go into the dealership. They make some money when they approve you through their banks. So what you want to do is to see if you can compare your rates that you're approved for with the dealerships. 9 times out of 10, if you don't get approved by the bank first, you will never know what you'll be approved for, and therefore they can play with your numbers to fit the price that you're looking for. You don't want that. You're trying to get the lowest price as you can possibly get. I'll give you an example. Let's say the dealership says, okay, we approved you for 9%. That's the best offer we can give you. The banks wouldn't give us anything less. And you're very curious, like, hey, 9% seems really high. I have a good credit score. Why is it so high? They give you some excuses. You call your bank right after you leave the dealership, and you tell them, hey, I'm trying to get this car. It's worth, let's say, $30,000. And they'll say, okay, cool. They put it in the system, and it turns out you're approved for 3% interest. How do they get 9%? That's how the dealership makes money. They get money off of probably every little amount of percent that they give over what you should be approved for. So, always have ammunition. Call your bank before you go to any dealership just to see what you get pre-approved for. Credit unions are really good for that. Try to stick to those. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the kind of car you're trying to get. More examples. I'm going to give you my scenario. I was looking for a Camaro at the time, an SS. I was tired of a V6, needed something with a little bit more strength and potential. The V8 was where it was at. Go to a dealership. I go ahead and look at the sticker price, and it says $42,000. I was like, geez, that's a lot of money. I go to Car Guru, I found way cheaper prices. Why is the dealership so expensive? So I go home and do my research. I go ahead and take a picture of the sticker price and all the options that the vehicle has, and I start to compare them online, trying to find out why it's so expensive. Turns out the dealership just likes to add an upsell price markup value basically onto their vehicles. So here's an example. The Camaro SS I was looking for that I was purchasing at the dealership was a bone stock, literally no options. It's a 6-speed transmission, so there's nothing extra. There's no fancy lights or premium wheels or brakes or anything like that. It's as standard as an SS would be for a 2017 model. I look online, I find a bunch of the bone stock manufacturers with nothing extra added, averaging for about 34, 35K at the time. Now keep in mind, this was about last year. So prices may have changed since then, but you make sure you want to do your research before you go to a dealership, because the prices that they have over there are ridiculously high. Example, the Dodge Demon. There's dealerships that are marking that car up to $132,000 when the MSRPs are like around 80K, 75K, like realistically speaking. And don't be afraid to ask other people what they pay for their vehicle. I asked a couple of my friends to see what they paid for their Camaros, and I was a little frustrated to hear that they paid a whole lot less than I did. So I probably should do a little bit more research before buying my car. But that was one thing you should always do, is to find the MSRP value on your vehicle and compare what options you're actually paying for. A good website you can probably check, I'll put a link below. I do, like eBay is a pretty good place I check to compare what people buy. Private sellers can sometimes tell you if you look around in your local area. Kelley Blue Book I don't like a lot. I feel like they work for the dealership sometimes. NADA is probably another good website you can check out. You also want to check on the months, because sometimes out of every year there's always like a sale for certain vehicles. Like I've noticed for the Dodge company, they have a lot of sales in March and December. I noticed for Camaros, they usually go on sale around, I want to say, mid-September, October. So find the right time of the month to buy your vehicle. Just make sure you do research and never pay a sticker price. Next thing I want to talk about, down payment. Honestly, I've only paid a down payment once in my whole time buying my 5 cars. I've only paid about $1,500. And I'll tell you what, that is a mistake. Your signature is worth more than any down payment you can ever put down on anything. Having money in your pocket is way more important than putting a down payment on something. Trust me. You wouldn't be able to walk out the door just paying nothing but money to something. You're needing a signature somewhere. So if they're asking for a down payment, you probably should just walk out. I mean, it just really depends on the situation. But if you're good, average, shoot. My girlfriend's, her credit score was below 600s at the time, and she didn't pay a down payment to get her car. I'm more than sure you can do it. It's a lot smarter to have money in your pocket than it is to spend on a down payment. Alright, moving the bus around. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is warranty. It doesn't cost a dealership no money to sell you a warranty. The only time it's going to cost a dealership anything with dealing with warranty is when there's warranty being done. Anything like, as far as like, let's just say they have total premium packages, silver packages, platinum packages, and they're like $3 grand, $2 grand. Why would you need something like that on a new vehicle? First of all, it's a new vehicle. It shouldn't have any issues in the next 36,000 miles. You just take it back to the dealership for all that. That's one. For used cars, it's a different story. But here's what I want to talk about. Warranties were not going to cost the dealership anything. There's free warranties a lot of dealerships offer around the area for vehicles that you purchase out of their lot. And those are lifetime warranties, and they come standard, anything you buy. Use that as leverage when you're buying from another dealership that doesn't offer a lifetime warranty and instead wants to sell it to you. Like I said, does that make any sense? You're going to sell me an imaginary thing that I'm probably never going to use, and I paid you for it. You're giving the dealership money out of your pocket for something you've never used. Now I understand, yes, warranty can be very important, but you shouldn't pay for it. Lifetime warranties now these days come standard with any vehicle you purchase. Try to use that as leverage when you buy your next car. And while we're on the topic with the whole warranty, paint protections, total care packages, destination fees, I haven't paid. I don't pay those. Why would I pay someone to bring a car to their dealership so I can pay for what they paid to bring it there? No, that sounds stupid. No. Paint correction. Oh my god, I fell for that one. I'll be perfectly honest with you. One of the vehicles that I purchased had paint correction on it. When I went to go get it corrected, they said they only cover if the vehicle is under acid rain. Where's... I don't live in an area with acid rain. Again, make sure you tell them and you understand you don't want any extra feature, no window chips or whatever. Insurance, I'm pretty sure your insurance offers something way cheaper than what they would, offer to you. But all that, paint corrections, total care, destination fees, you shouldn't pay for. That should be another tool for you to use to lower any payments when you're buying a vehicle, new or used. It doesn't matter, especially a used one. You should. I don't think there is destination fees, but if there is, yeah. Why would you pay for a destination fee for a car that's used and it's probably never been in that dealership in the first place? You know. Moving on to my next thing. Something that I did learn is that the dealerships, like I was talking about before in my first point, the dealerships can manipulate your APR when you are approved. You want to watch out for that. Like I said, you highly recommend you to get financed through a bank first and see if they can beat those odds, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to want to make you finance with them, because that's how they make their money as well. They don't want to lose a sale no matter what the cost may be, well, except if it's like a zero cost. Another thing you want to focus on, don't focus on a monthly payment. Do not go in there saying I'm going to pay $270. No, they are going to work every single number available. They're going to extend your term. They're going to increase APR, lower APR, but increase your term, or maybe even lower the vehicle payment or increase your trade-in value. They're going to play with your numbers, basically. Do not focus on a monthly payment. You should have the mindset to focus on the total price of everything, your total value of what you're getting. Bottom line is, make sure you understand that you're not here for a monthly payment. You're here to get the car as low as it needs to be for the best price for you. You're looking out for yourself in this whole situation. The dealership's not here to look out for you. They're always going to highball you. So what do? Lowball them. Oh my god. Another thing, the dealerships will play with your rebate if you don't do your research on vehicles that have rebates. Most Hondas don't have rebates. The majority of vehicles now these days do. I think Hyundai is like the most rebates I've ever seen on any vehicle being sold. Dodge is probably number 2, just going off of what I'm, personal experiences. And those rebates can be combined with zero interest offers. So don't let them fool you. In the fine print, and most of these rebates that the manufacturers give, these rebates can be combined with your zero interest offers. Do not let them give you the idea that you can pick one or the other. You have the option to do both. When you're the financing offer, you have the right to say no to these. There is nothing that they can say to make this deal not go through because you didn't pick an option. Do not get pressured into picking these extra options if you don't need them. Especially if this is a new car and you have no negative equity. Why would you need gap? Why? I don't understand. If you are getting at the right price, the best price available, why would you need gap? It's what insurance is for. You don't have anything extra you're paying for. You don't have any negative equity. You don't need gap. You don't need their extra warranties. Like I said, you can receive those warranties absolutely free because they don't pay for anything like that. It doesn't cost the dealership anything. You can say no if they don't offer you anything that you want. Do not fall for that. I think one good thing I learned that really helped me a lot when I was buying my car, the dealerships work for me. What I mean by that is I went and shopped around. I looked at a couple places that had the options that I was looking for at my vehicle. Probably not the same color. I told them what I was looking for and they gave me a price. Okay. I take that price and I go to the next dealership and see if they can beat it for me. Always start at a dealership. We really don't expect to get your vehicle, if that makes any sense. Just kind of with the same options, but not exactly what you're looking for. Just to get a comparison for the next dealership you go to. And then they're going to try and work some numbers. And they're going to see what they can work for you. And see if you're serious enough, and they'll work for you. They'll try to get the number as low as possible, or even try to beat it. Let's just say you find a Dodge Charger Scat Pack in one dealership with the dynamic package and everything, but except for it does not have the technology package. And you go to the other dealership, same vehicle, but it does have the technology package, but it's a lot higher. We'll see if the other dealership can compensate the prices without the dynamic package, so you get it lower. And while you're shopping for options also can be negotiated. And what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. The option for a Dodge Charger, the one I have is a 17, is something called the Beats Group. The Beats premium sound the vehicle comes equipped with. On the actual manufacturer's website, when you customize and build your own Dodge vehicle, it's worth $895. When you go to a dealership, they were trying to sell that exact same package for $1,500. I asked them why. I can get this completely the same option and build my car through the manufacturer for a whole lot less than you guys have it offered here. What's the difference? And of course, they're gonna give you some BS answer. Oh well, you know, we have to pay for this price and we pay a little higher. No, they buy in bulk and abundance. They buy it a whole lot cheaper. Last time I researched, they buy it at $695. You do the math. You can negotiate options in your vehicle. Trust me. And those are a couple of things that I've been through with my whole car buying experiences. There's a lot to know, but have no fear. I'm still young. Everyone is still young. Some people are getting a little older. I don't look at it like that. Everyone has enough time to learn something new, no matter what age group you're in. Like I said, it's all the matter of taking one thing one step at a time. Never rush anything. Don't go buying off of pressure, temptation. You know, take your time, because you're going to be stuck with this car for the next 5 or 6 years. And you want to make sure you get the best deal out of this. So, unless you're like baller status and you don't need a finance, you just drop bills everywhere and never have to worry about a single thing. In that case, it's not me. I have to finance. I have to build my credit. And I have to get everything on my own. Just like I got every single car on my own. But these are just tips that you should probably look out when you're buying your next vehicle out there. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, do what you gotta do. If you don't like this video, I understand. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. I'm out.